Let's go still in that part of the world, but slightly further north. While the King and Princess of Wales focus on recovering from their respective health issues, Harry and Meghan continue to act as if nothing is wrong. The pair sported smiles almost as big as the 140,000 engagement ring Meghan was flashing for all to see as the Sussexes hit the slopes in Canada to promote the Invictus Games. It was the couple's first public appearance since the inflammatory rebrand of their website to Sussexes.com. Joining me now is the royal editor, the one and only Mr. Robert Jobson. Robert, very good evening to you. Welcome back to the Independent Republic of Mike Graham. I mean, £140,000 engagement ring, you know, like we've all seen one of those before. Skiing on the slopes in Canada to promote the Invictus Games, but I didn't see anybody from the Invictus Games there. What's going on?
Well, they did this pre-launch, aren't they, the Invictus Games, where they're basically drumming up money, to be honest, Mike, ready for the event and drumming up publicity. So that is really what they've done. They've done it before. I've got no problem with Invictus Games. I actually think it's a great thing. I think it's good. It's great for the guys and girls to take part in it. It's just that this is one of the ways he has to do it. He has to drum up all the publicity, the pre-publicity, to sort of keep the sponsors rolling in.
Yeah, but I mean, some people are saying it's a bit tone deaf, isn't it? I mean, literally, I know you wrote a big piece in The Sun last week talking about, you know, Harry's meeting with his father, King Charles. We now understand it to have been quickly sort of taken care of, perhaps more at his behest than it was anybody else's. We also know that Camilla, the Queen, didn't take part in it. He rushes back to be in some Las Vegas prize-giving scenario. And now they've gone up to Canada after rebranding their website. And it all seems a bit kind of, shall we say, commercialised when his dad is clearly not very well.
Look, everything this couple do has to be commercialised because this is how they're going to make their money. They know that. And I think what's happened here is that with Harry, you know, he's made this traumatic flat over. Anybody that criticised him was told, oh, you know, the poor lad is just trying to see his dad. Well, you know, within 48 hours, he's going banging the commercial drum again. But I've also got, I do take a bit of an issue with this rebranding and the sort of getting emotional about it. It is just inevitable. From the moment they did this deal where they signed off and they decided to actually just go off and do their thing, they're always going to cash in and do what they're doing. Are you still there, Mike?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem. I mean, they were always going to cash in, but they also said that they were not going to cash in necessarily on things that they agreed not to cash in on. So they weren't supposed to cash in on the Sussex name. They weren't supposed to cash in on the sort of the crest, the royal crest, and they weren't supposed to cash in on the Sussex name, were they?
Well, they weren't supposed to do that, right? But the fact was, they did the Sussex Royal, they took out the Royal. That's when the Queen was like. No, the reality is, I don't think they really care what the palace thing can do now. The fact is, their titles weren't taken away from them. They never went through that process. Parliament would have had to get involved. And if you didn't take away the titles, and they are introduced as the Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry, wherever they go, they're going to use it. And there's probably not an awful lot anybody can do about it. And that is the problem. The door has been left open by the palace. And the fact is, if they hadn't made that, if they'd gone and done something about it, I could see that why everyone could kick up a fuss. But you sort of can't take away their ability to use their name. Now, we're told that the Lord Chamber is looking into it. But, you know, they're in America. Their titles, you know, it's all governed by American law. I just don't think that there's an awful lot the palace can do about it.
No, I think that's absolutely right. Robert, the signal's not great, so I'm going to let you go, but thanks very much indeed for talking to us. It looks very much as though they're doing what they want. They're just doing exactly what they like, and you might say the royal family should have been a little bit more clever about how it was all handled.